Hello and welcome back to this channel. So this is Forex Comrade, and I'm going to explain to you how I'm going to use simple price action strategies in trying to raise an account. But before we jump right into it, I want to apologize to you guys for taking so long before posting a new video. I was actually going through a lot. Let me just share a very small issue on what I was going through. So you remember that video that I posted where I was trying to raise an account so that I can buy my mom and my wife a car, right? So after doing that, I actually surprised them with their cars. Of course, they were not very good cars, but at least they were good Valentine's gift. So after that, recently, I think last week but one, I actually realized that it's so touching. I actually realized that my wife was cheating on me, and I don't even know why I'm sharing with you guys, but it was actually very disturbing, and I couldn't even eat or sleep for 5 consecutive days. The first 5 consecutive days were the hardest. I could barely breathe. I felt like it was actually the end of days because I loved it very much. Anyway, it's not forex related, but I just wanted to share. So just make sure that whatever you get, make sure that you share it with your mom first before you share it with your wife, because you know what, these people, they may be nice sometimes, but sometimes they may be anyway. I think I'm actually starting to feel okay. Apologies on wasting much of your time explaining that, but anyway, apologies for all the inconveniences you may have experienced during my absence. But anyway, I'm back. So I don't know if I'm actually going to make a very good explanation on these trades, but I'm just going to try so that you can enjoy. So sit back, enjoy the video, and make sure that you grasp the concepts that I'm going to explain in this video. Let's jump right into it. So we are going to start with the $60 account trading volatility 75 1 second. So in the volatility 75 1 second, we first have to draw that resistance line, and then we have to draw the support line. These two lines show us where the market is coming from and where the market is going. So they mark the points of the higher high and the lower low. So whatever that happens in between those lines has to end with the price reaching one of those two lines, which is the support or the resistance. But then in the 1 hour time frame, as we can see, there was sort of a pattern that was formed as I'm drawing right now. This is a inverted Quasimodo pattern. Is quite easy, but sometimes it may be difficult to identify, so I'm just going to simplify it for you. So a Quasimodo setup is more like a head and shoulders, but with an asymmetrical neckline. So once you have identified that the market is coming back at that support line, making the shoulder touching the shoulder line, it means that it is going to face some pullback going upwards because it is at the neckline. So this is the point where it faces the resistance from that from the previous price. Anyway, at this point, I'm pretty sure the Quasimodo itself is quite self-explanatory. If you don't know how to trade this, just look in my other videos. But however, I actually expected this. I have blown. Now I'm in $0.20. As you can see, the market didn't even respect the Quasimodo pattern. Well, maybe that's because there was other patterns that were involved. So let me analyze this so that you can know where I made the mistake. And I'm not gonna try to justify myself, but I actually haven't recovered from what has happened to me. So I actually decided I should stay away from the markets because I didn't want to put my emotions into the market. Anyway, let's analyze this. So as you can see, there was a resistance line that I've already drawn, and also a support line that I'm drawing right now. So this marks a rising wedge. So at this point, the rising wedge was broken to the downside. There was a breakout at first, which was a false breakout, in the market returned back into the trend, and then now it came with a powerful breakout and even did a little bit of a retest at the point where I'm putting the shadow zone. So this is quite simple. The market had to sell for some time. Unfortunately, I couldn't see that, and then I have funded again, $41.20. So let's see if we can maximize on this one. So clearly, before we even draw the lines, we can actually see that the market is at the price at a level that it has reached before and failed to break to the upside. So other important things are these lines that I'm currently drawing. These lines show us where the market is coming from and where the market is going. So this one was more like a small rising wedge, but then if it's not that steep, then it means the breakout won't be powerful. But then at this point, as you can see, there was a breakout to the upside. So as I always explain in my videos, that it breaks to the downside, not the upside. So we are anticipating a pullback into the trend. So at this point, we have actually identified a double top that I'm currently marking with those two shadow zones, the one marking the double top and the other one marking the leg line. So at this point, we are aiming for a sell. So we're just going to sell and relax so that we can see if the trade is correct. I don't have anything else to explain. Let me just sell so that you can see it for yourself. Once again, I actually apologize for not being there. Of course, I cannot apologize for my wife doing what she did, but then yeah, it was I don't know. Just if you haven't made it yet, just make sure that you don't. And then here I am again. I was hit by a stop, and as you can see, I'd actually gone full margin on this one, so a small pullback did me dirty. Sometimes even the smallest things can actually do you dirty just because your wife did the same. Anyway, I know it's not related, but things are very, very tough. You can never expect someone you love so dearly to do such things to you. Anyway, I have funded another account. I am sure this is the last. If I blow this one, I will just go and sleep. I don't even want to look at the charts again. And then as you can see, I'm currently doing the shadow zone. So these shadow zones are quite simple. Now let's zoom in and see if we can find another pattern. And then as you can see, there was actually another Quasimodo setup. So this is the kind of Quasimodo that is usually traded by Sagex. It might be small, but then it's very effective. So this pattern is very effective because it follows the true principles of simple price action that have been tried and tested for a very long time. So as you can see, in the 1 hour time frame is still the Quasimodo setup, and then I've already explained what a Quasimodo is. If you don't know what a Quasimodo is, I'm going to put the link in the description box below, where it will direct you to a video where I explained the Quasimodo pattern and how to utilize a Quasimodo pattern. And then I've executed the market, as you can see. Now let's wait and see if we can maximize from this trade. and then let's wait and see. And then now we are in profit, as you can see. So this was a true Quasimodo. I don't know why the last one failed me, but it's just the same setup. I don't even know why I got it wrong, but well, in terms of take profit, you just put it at that resistance line where the market failed to break to the upside. Once chances are it might actually fail to break again. So I'm going to close. So now that I've made a little bit of profit, I'm just going to look for another trade, probably the last, so that you can grasp another concept, or so that I can try to recover the loss that I made earlier. Anyway, we have visited the Volatility 100. So in the Volatility 100, as you can see, it is a downtrend as marked by that line. So that line, I'm just trying to illustrate that the market is in a downtrend. So what do we look for in a downtrend? So this one, I just wanted to use the Bollinger Band strategy. So as you can see, the market did a little bit of a Bollinger bounce at the point where I've drawn the shadows on. And then, as you can see, so the market is now going towards the middle Bollinger, and then I have removed the Bollinger Bands so that we can clearly see the chart, and we look for another setup that might support that Bollinger bounce so that we can know if the market is truly going to buy or not. So as you can see, at this point the market is currently at the price where it went up, so it means that the bulls at this point are very powerful. So the chances are it might actually go up again as marked by those two arrows. So what we are going to do, we are just going to look for a confirmation so that we can see if the market is truly going to buy. And then in the 30-minute time frame, we have to zoom in so that we can actually see if the market is trying to tell us anything or is showing any pattern that we know and also that we can utilize. So as you can see, I've drawn a line that is joining all the lower highs or the line of resistance, and then now I've drawn the support that is joining the lower lows. At this point, as you can see, the market actually bounced on the lower support. So at this point we know that the market is going to buy. Since it cannot break to the downside, it has to break to the upside. So as marked by that arrow, we just know that the market is going to buy. We might not even trade the breakout, but at least we just know that the market is going to buy for some time. So the breakout might actually look like this, like what I'm drawing right now. That's how the breakout might actually look like, but we are not currently interested in that one. We are just going to trade this bounce and leave the market. So it's time to execute the market. Now I've executed the market. We are in a loss, but our account is big enough to hold the loss, and let's see if we can maximize. And then after some time, we are in $300 profit. This is actually a lot. I've actually recovered all the losses that I made in the first two bad trades. It's actually a common in trading. Sometimes just make losses even if your strategy is 100%, or even if you think your strategy is having 100%. That's how it happens. And then now I've closed in $612. That's a lot. So just let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe. Once again, deeply sorry for all the inconveniences that I caused when I was not in the market. So I'm just going to promise that next time I'll be there guiding you step by step in your trading journey. Until next time, stay safe.